Hi y'all, thank you so much for being here. My name is Micaela. In this video, we're going to be moving through a short sequence for when you might feel unmotivated to move, to get on your mat, to exercise, whatever it is. So this will be a sequence that starts gentle and begins to build. There will be options for you to make it more spicy if you'd like, as well as to keep it nice and grounded if that's more what you're looking for. When you're ready, I'll be giving options to use 2 blocks today. They're just options, they're not requirements. So if that doesn't serve you, feel free to leave them. We'll find our way into a comfortable seat so you can come all the way down. You might decide to cross your legs, but you definitely don't have to. You can always just bring the soles of the feet together. You can even let the legs just hang out in front of you. If this is a lot for your hips, you might even choose to bring a block or 2 underneath your sits bones, kind of lifting the floor so that your abs and your back don't have to work so hard to keep you sitting up tall. You might choose to close your eyes, actively wrapping the shoulders onto the back, and we'll take a few moments just to kind of arrive on the mat in our body. Beginning to lengthen and deepen the breath over time as you release tension from the body. Working your way towards the biggest breaths that you've taken today. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. With your last one, you might choose to open your mouth and sigh it out. If your eyes are closed, you can keep them that way, or you can blink them back open, come back into the space. We'll take an inhale to sweep the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, flip the right palm down, reaching up and over through your left side body. Take an inhale, reaching a little bit further. And as you exhale, bend into the left elbow, bring the back of the left hand to the back of the head. Lifting that left elbow, take one more breath and let it go. Come up through center, take an inhale, both arms reach high. As you exhale, the left palm floats down and we reach up and over through the right side. Taking a deep breath, maybe reaching a little further. And as you exhale, bend into that right elbow, hand to the back of the head. Inhale, reaching through your elbow point, and stay for the breath out. Inhale to come up through center, reaching high. And exhale, palms come down through heart center. Switching the cross of your legs if they're crossed, so bringing the opposite leg in front. With an inhale, take the arms to the sky. As you exhale, seated twist to the right. Bring the right hand to the low back, the left hand for your right knee. Really wrap that right elbow back, opening your heart. Take a full round of breath. And as you exhale, you might take your gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to unwind and reach. And exhale, we'll twist to the left, same thing. Left hand finds the lower back, right hand comes to that left knee. Sitting up tall as you lengthen across your collarbones, wrap the shoulders onto the back, take a full breath. And a full breath out. One more. We'll then inhale to unwind, reach up. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. If your hips are lifted, go ahead and come off of anything that you might be sitting on and bring the soles of the feet together, knees to the east and west. We'll move into the hips, grabbing onto the shins, knees, maybe the ankles, inhaling to sit up tall. And as you exhale, folding over your legs, doing your best to let your heart lead the way, keeping the shoulders wrapped onto the back. Taking a few breaths, maybe you start to inch the hands further. Maybe you even inch them out to the sides. One more round here. And let it go. Eventually coming up to your seat. Bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Lift them up, help them close as you bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Let the palms come behind you, fingers facing your glutes. And with an inhale, reach the hips off the mat. Pressing into the palms so you're lifting up and out of the shoulders. Take another breath. And as you exhale, drop your glutes to the earth, extending both legs straight out in front of you. You might move your glutes out from underneath you. We'll inhale to take the arms to the sky and exhale to fold over the legs. You don't have to reach for the feet. In fact, you might just let the hands rest on the legs or on the mat. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And as you're ready, rising back up to your seat, we'll meet in tabletop or hands and knees. So finding your way to all fours. Stacking your wrists under shoulders, your knees under hips. We'll start to undulate the spine here. With an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, flare the tail. With your exhale, press into the palms, round through the spine, maybe even pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale, scoop the belly to the earth, pinch the shoulder blades together. And exhale to round through the spine. Take a few more like this on your own, starting to connect to your natural breath, your natural rhythm. We'll take 2 more rounds. And as you're ready, finding your way back through your tabletop. With an inhale, reach the right arm towards the sky. As you exhale, take the right fingers up and over to the top left corner of your mat. Sit your sits bones back to your heels and mount your left elbow to the mat, breathing into your side body. Taking a couple of breaths, you might even let your forehead melt down to rest against your left forearm. We'll then inhale to press into the left palm, reach the right arm to the sky, and exhale to release the palm to the mat. Same thing other side, inhale left arm high, and exhale left fingers up and over to the top right corner of your mat. Melt your sits bones back, drop the right elbow to the earth, breathing here. And once your sides feel even, we'll inhale to press into that right palm, reach the left arm high, and exhale your left palm to the mat. Inch the knees back, but keep them nice and planted on the earth if you'd like, or you might tuck the toes and lift them off, finding a plank. We're here for 2 rounds of breath. Either way, pressing into your palms and lifting through your low belly. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, lowering all the way down. Squeeze the elbows into the side body and wrap your shoulders onto your back, lengthening through the back of your neck. Press into the tops of your feet. Take an inhale to lift your heart. Pause for the exhale. You might inhale to lift a little higher and exhale to release over the mat. Tuck the toes, take an inhale, pressing up through tabletop, sending the sits bones back to the heels for fire toes. Curling the hands back towards the knees, you can keep some of the weight in your palms, or you can begin to rise and sit on your tucked toes. If you sat all the way up, you might choose to roll out the wrists, maybe roll out the shoulders. And as you're ready, finding your way back to tabletop. From tabletop position, we'll find our way onto our backs, so you can crawl your way towards one side or the other. Drop your hips to the side so your glutes make their way to the mat, rolling your way down to your back on your time. Once you get there, plant the soles of the feet on the earth and start to windshield wiper your knees right to left. Taking a couple full rocks side to side. Finding some stillness, we'll then allow the feet to come together as the knees fall open to the east and the west. If this is too much sensation, take your blocks and place them underneath your thighs. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Take your right hand down, press into the outer edge of your thigh and let the right knee reach up. Sole of the foot's now back on the mat, and then begin to inch your left toes behind your right ankle. You can stay here, or you can start to reach your right hand down for your left toes, pulling the left heel in towards the right glute. If that's still not enough, go ahead and lift your right foot off the mat and bring the knee into your chest. Eventually releasing the right foot down if it lifted, unwind the left leg. Take the sole of the foot to the sky, pressing through your heel. You might roll out your ankle, maybe point and flex, or even pop your toes. Before taking that left ankle to your right thigh for supine figure 4, you can stay here or lift that right foot off the mat, hugging that left leg a bit closer to you. And we'll take a few moments here. You can always rock a little bit side to side if you'd like. If you feel pinching or burning in the left knee, try flexing the toes a bit more. If that doesn't help, go ahead and release. Eventually, if the right foot lifted, it touches down to the mat. Take a deep breath here. Keep the legs as they are. As you exhale, guide them to the right so the sole of the left foot catches you on the mat, maybe taking your right hand down to the outside of your left ankle. Taking a few breaths here in your supine figure four. Twist. And when you're done, inhaling to lift yourself back through center, unwind the left leg and let both legs reach long to the bottom of the mat. Take your arms over your head, finding a good morning stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe rocking side to side. From here, we'll release soles of the feet to the mat and let the right knee fall open. Then guiding those right toes behind your left ankle, you can stay here, or you can take the left hand down and reach for those right toes, maybe pulling that heel in towards your left glute. When you're ready to unwind, releasing the right toes, unwind that right leg, reach the sole of the foot to the sky. You might choose to roll out the ankle, point and flex your toes, maybe pop them, before guiding your right ankle to your left thigh. You can stay here, or you can lift the left foot off the mat and guide your shape of it closer to you, moving deeper into sensation. If you feel pinching or burning in the right knee, please flex the toes. And if that doesn't help, go ahead and release the legs towards the earth. And we'll take a couple more breaths wherever you are. If the left foot lifted, release it to the mat. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, guiding this shape over to the left so the sole of the right foot catches you on the mat, maybe taking your left hand down to your right ankle for more sensation. Taking a few breaths here in your supine twist. Eventually coming back through center. Unwind that right leg, taking both feet down towards the bottom of the mat, finding another good morning stretch. From your good morning stretch, pulling the knees into chest and making your way towards happy babies, you take your hands towards the backs of the calves, knees, thighs, or feet. Pausing here, maybe rocking a little bit side to side. And eventually releasing the feet to the mat. And we'll take just a few moments here in silence, noticing how you feel now after moving, even when you felt a little unmotivated to do so. You might take a few deep breaths, maybe some big sighs out the mouth. Before rolling to one side and pressing yourself up to your seat, taking your time. We'll take one more round of breath together. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Thank you once again for joining me today. My name is Micaela. If you haven't already, hit subscribe for me so you can stay up to date for my new videos. If you have any requests for videos, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon.